Okay, let's get started here. Hello everyone, welcome to my stream this evening. It is 9:20. Not a whole lot going on with quarantine and all, so I decided to do a little stream. I haven't done one in quite some time. And here we have quite the deck. I played this, well, quite a bit already, and it's super fun, so I thought I'd show you all what's going on today. I found this deck during a tournament that Jeff Hoagland did about a week, actually I think exactly a week ago. This deck did pretty good, posted some good results, and it's just pure gas. It's what it comes down to. It's just pure gasoline. It's banking on Shatter the Sky and Deafening Clarion to wipe the board, make way for some powerful planeswalkers like Teferi, Chandra, and utilizes Fires of Invention to play multiple spells in one turn. And of course, we have the extra turn spells with Nexus of Fate and Karn's Temporal Sundering to just make it so your opponents never, ever, ever have any fun, ever. And sideboard here, nothing too special. A couple Baffling Ends, Robert the Rich for the control matchups, Dovin's Veto and Mystical Disputes also for the control matchups. And yeah. So that is the deck. And we're playing Historic, which is probably the best format right now. I used to play nothing but Pioneer, but that's not that great right now. And since there aren't any, like, what are they called? Ranked anything for Historic right now, we're just going to do a Historic event, see if we can get to 5 wins, get that sweet, sweet cash. So, let's just jump on into it. Hey! Yeah, long time no see. It is quite dope. Alright, yeah, let's play first. Yeah, I'm not going to take the chance against an aggro deck. Okay, well, we can definitely take all the turns with this hand, but it's not that great. Oh, I even added a 27th land. Okay. We'll put back this second Teferi, hopefully draw some lands, and they're both tapped. I didn't even notice that part. Wonderful. And yep, an aggro matchup. Oh, another tap land. Wonderful. What are the odds that any of my spells resolve this game? Especially if I'm going to be playing them all a turn late. That's why I draw an untapped land right now. Now. Damn it. Alright. Not a very good showing for the first deck. There's no way this resolves. Even if Teferi resolves, it's just gonna die. Another tap land. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, well, I gotta jam at this point. I'm too far behind not to. Yep. It's dead, Jim. Why is my chat not working properly? Interesting. Obviously, if I play Fire of Inventions and it resolves, it's really good. But against Mono Blue with all those cards, it's not going to resolve. So I think I'm going to jam Teferi again just to bait out the counterspell, because I really want this Fires to resolve so I can do 2 spells in 1 turn all the time. Opt, that's good. It's really good for me. Now, I didn't see if they topped or bottom. It doesn't really matter. I can't play around anything. Oh. So you're telling me there's a chance. Well, now I kind of wish I Fires of Invention. Okay. So what's that normally? A 2 something? Okay. So if I plus to 5, it's dead anyway, so I might as well bounce that, get rid of Curious Obsession, draw a card.
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, and I hit the land. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle in April. Oh, geez. Tomorrow's 420. Stoners, there's your time.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Come on, board wipe. Actually, do I even really want a board wipe? Probably should have played Hallowed Fountain untapped to play around Spell Pierce, but luckily didn't get punished. I have to hope to hit something with this Karn. Otherwise, I'm just dead. Hello, opponent. A ground threat blocks that, but it's just a chump, so I'm gonna plus it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking 6 damage. Okay. I mean, that's an extra turn spell. If this Karn lives, I could take an extra turn and get no value from it, really. Well, that's not fun. Not that it matters, I only have 1 spell left in my hand. Let's see. Counter target spell or ability that targets you. Okay. It doesn't matter, I'm dead! Okay, better luck in game 2. Oh, this view. Okay. So definitely want Deafening Clarions. Definitely want Mystical Disputes. I think I want Baffling Ends. I don't think I want Banishing Light. Let's see. We'll go down on some of the extra turn spells just because they're too expensive. Yeah, ouch is right. But I mulled to 5. Kept a bad opening hand, not like I had a choice. I wasn't going to 4. Normally, I think... yeah. Normally, I think I can do well. Slow cards, slow cards. In 1, I usually cut Oath of Teferi here, just because it doesn't do anything as soon as it impacts the board. And by the time I have that going in this matchup, I should just be winning. Alright, let's try this again. Second search for Azcanta is basically a mulligan, but I'm scared to mulligan now. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not thrilled, but that's what I'm gonna do. That's a good one. That's a good one to have. Next turn, I might play the second search just to get one of them in the graveyard to help fuel it. But at the same time, if they have like Brazen Borrower to bounce it, I feel bad. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think I'll keep it. Am I playing the second search? I mean, if they're bouncing Search for Azcanta, they're not bouncing Fires or Planeswalkers, so yeah, I'm gonna cast it just to get another card in the graveyard. I don't mind keeping questionable hands with this deck, just because there's so many different ways to filter through my deck, especially with Search for Azcanta. Search, Teferi, Fires lets me play multiple spells. I've definitely kept worse hands than this and won, basically. Let's see. 3 cards. Not 3 cards, 3 lands. I'm probably going to top a land anyway. Nope, extra turn spell. Okay. Honestly, I think I'd rather this Deafening Clarion resolve, so I'm going to jam the Fires of Invention. There's an argument for me just not playing anything this turn, but I don't like doing that. Okay. Well, with my... Well, I don't want to miss land drops, though. With my opponent drawing an extra card every turn, I think I'm going to jam Teferi. Yeah. If it resolves, great. If it gets countered, that's one less counter for my Deafening Clarion. Hold on. Sorcery if you control legendary creature or planeswalker. Ah, so legendary enchantment doesn't work, huh? Wonderful. Oh, roommate's home. Yeah, we'll keep that. Now here's another question. Do I wait to top deck another land and then double? No, 5 mana is enough to have 2 counter spells. I'm just going to jam both turns and hope for the best. Yep, counterspell number 1. And with 3 mana left over, again, that's definitely enough mana to counter anything, really. Okay. Okay. I'm not dead yet. I'm practically dead, but I'm not just dead. I mean, if this Deafening Clarion doesn't resolve, it doesn't matter if I have the second one, because I'll just be dead. So here we go. Cross my fingers. Please don't counter it. Frick. Okay. Well, they won. GG. I know I said this deck is gas, and I just kind of got destroyed there, but trust me, it's gas. Okay. No, I figured it was you. I'm streaming, so if you hear me talking to any strangers, that's what it is. Nobody wants to play with me. It's been 30 seconds. Oh, here we go. Pablo Tokyo. Nice. Jesus. Alright, let's mulligan. Oh, God. It better be a mid-range deck. This better be a mid-range deck. Figures, vampires, hopefully? But yeah, it figures that I play this all day today, all day yesterday, and I'm kicking ass left and right. And the one time I decide to stream it, and I'm not doing too well. Good thing is, it's Deafening Clarion. Well, do I want a Deafening Clarion? Enchanted creature dies, draw a card. At the beginning of end step, exile a card. I have 3 board wipes. I can afford to just use them to 1-for-1. Even though this is a 2-for-1, if they play 1 creature, it's fine. And I don't want to play Teferi, bounce a thing, and then... Interesting. This must be a Doom Foretold deck. Well, I'm definitely not bouncing that. Though I do want to draw a card. That's alright. If I really need to draw a card, I could always downtick next turn and jam this second Teferi. No plays. That is great for me. Unfortunately, it didn't play anything for me to bounce. Well. I suppose that's better than nothing. I would have preferred an untapped land, though. But if I can start taking extra turns with Hero Dominaria out. Oh, now you play the thing I can bounce. I see how it is. Well, let's shuffle that back in my library. God damn it, okay. Well, I'm almost guaranteed to hit a land with Karn, but I kind of don't want to lose my Teferi. Yeah, my Teferi. Although I think I do have to jam the Karn here. They don't have a whole lot, right? They don't have a whole lot for instants and stuff. Well, good thing is, if I draw a land naturally, I can down-tick Karn, get Fires of Invention, Hero Dominaria, take an extra turn. That'll be sweet. Though Teferi, Time Raveler is probably dead here. Ooh, if I'm not dead here. They could mess up my Karn, and then I can't take Fires, which would be a bummer. But yeah, they're going to go for Teferi. That's fine.
We will meet again.
I'm fine with that. I can get Fires and then Shatter the Sky. Oh, yes. Play some more things. Let the hate flow through you. I mean, yeah, I'm just keeping lands now, right? Let's go ahead and grab Fires of Invention. Play it. So that's one spell. And then, yeah, just Shatter. The next turn I can Hero Dominaria, take an extra turn. What the hell is that? Well. I don't like that. You like that? I don't like that. I think the plan is still Teferi and then Temporal Sundering. I could Teferi. Okay. As long as I'm taking extra turns, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. I was thinking they were going to go for the Karn there. But yeah, it is just correct to go for Fires of Invention. Especially when they can just attack and kill the Karn. Alright, I'm in danger. I need some help. Alright, that's going to make my things cost 2 more, right? You're tapped out. Kill your creatures. You make the things cost 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would need another land. I probably shouldn't have binned that land there. But I'm definitely just gonna wipe the board here. Because those guys are dangerous. Now, what would you get back? Probably an Archon. Yeah. Oh, great. How do you have so many cards left in your hand? Jeez. Wait. What? Hold up. Hold up. What does that card do? It just gives a creature -3/-3. You did that for that? That doesn't seem good, opponent. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. I can tuck that. I mean, I really shouldn't bin lands right now. Do I just jam Kenrith? Say tap land, attack, and go? So I had to Teferi, bounce that. I'm not really doing anything. Whereas with Kenrith, I can at least defend my Teferi. And I can draw cards if I want instead. Alright, what are you getting? Another Archon? 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 I think it's Archon. Well, I need a lot of things to go right here. Fires of Invention would be really good, so I can take 2 extra turns. Attacking me with the 0-1 to assert that dominance. I like it, opponent. I like that. I don't want lands right now. Transform, yes. Thank you very much. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can attack. That doesn't do anything. Take an extra turn. That also doesn't really do anything. I can't Teferi and take an extra turn. Tuck that. That's going to be a problem later on. Oh, I'm in trouble. Does my opponent block? I don't... Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take an extra turn. I'm going to bounce. Bounce something. Bounce that. I'm not getting in for damage. It's not going to be a race, so I'm not going to bother attacking. I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to draw extra cards. Hopefully get a board wipe. Although I'm already through 2 Shatters and 1 Deafening Clarion, so that means I have 2 Clarions and 1 Shatter left. Clarion isn't good enough. Shatter draws him a card. Narset helps. Narset helps a lot, actually. Let's go digging. Oath of Teferi, that doesn't help. Though I can cast it. I can also cast Karn's Temporal Sundering, take another extra turn. And with Narset on the battlefield, I think I am going to attack this time. That way, if I lose Kenrith, then I can still activate it. Okay. Let's take another extra turn, and I'll bounce a Pegasus. Basically a kill spell. Of course, I would prefer to take extra turns with Teferi on the battlefield. With an Oath of Teferi, those 3 are a deadly combination. But I don't have that kind of time. Okay, opponent, either cast your thing or don't. Thank you. Chandra, you say? Chandra can kill that. Oh, okay, okay. All right. We're back in it, boys and girls. So, I can play Fires, then Chandra, -5 to kill that, block that. It only takes 2. Deafening Clarion. No. I think it has to be Fires. So, Fires. Maybe it's Teferi bounce that, but then it goes to 1 and it dies to any one of those. Oh, I have to -5 anyway, so yeah. I think I'd rather Chandra live, so I'm gonna Teferi.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Well, if I plus goes to 5, and it's dead in the air anyway. And I can't block. I'm now remembering they all have flying. So that might be a mistake. Does that give protection? No, it gives hexproof. Great. Great.
Not so fast.
What? If it's an if it's an enchanted creature. Oh, okay. Opponent made a mistake. I've also made a mistake, but it's fine. I don't think I'm going to be punished as much as my opponent. I've only cast... No, I've cast 2 spells this turn. And my opponent's turn, I'm going to search for Azcanta, or activate Azcanta, looking for an extra turn spell. Very curious why they decided to put that on their creature. Because if that was a normal 3/4, I'd probably be in danger. More danger than I already am in. Could you just not attack with that? What if I had Settle... Well, I suppose I can't really have Settle Wreckage. Yep, my things are dead. You've killed them. Alright, let's take a look-see. There we go. Nexus of Fate. Now, I can wipe the board, except for this 4/4, unfortunately. But I have an extra turn spell, so it doesn't matter. Do I attack first? Block, block. That's fine, because if I -3, hurts that. And then you can just block it anyway. I'm going to attack first, see what happens. Well, I can also give it first strike, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, order it that way first. Give it... Oh, it's trample and haste. I thought it was first strike. Okay, well, that's fine. It was most likely going to die anyway, so... -3 to everything.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
Resolve that, sure. We'll take an extra turn. Nope, I should have played Oath of Teferi. I could have bounced the Fires of Invention and then taken an extra turn still. That's what I should have done. Sure, let's take another extra turn. Cool. So I'm going to take an extra turn. Let's bounce that. Let's take a look-see here. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count that. I think I can take an extra turn. If I can't, that's fine. Yes, I can. This game is over. See what I mean? Total gas. This deck is... Yes. Yes, I would love to take an extra turn. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and do that. Search for Azcanta. Yeah, fires. It's unfortunate. Nope, not gonna cast it. It's fine. Yeah! Oh, I can't wait to get 14 emblems and then pass the turn. Are you enjoying this? I'm enjoying this. Are you having fun, opponent? Oh, no way. Okay, no, wait. Never mind. I was gonna say there's still a chance to draw it, but that's not how that works. Oh no, I should have tucked that so I could take an extra turn. Not that it matters. Yep, let's just keep taking extra turns. Aw, opponent. I was having fun. Come back. Okay, what am I boarding in here? Deafening Clarion seems good. Not good if they put a bunch of enchantments and make them big, but that's what Banishing Light is for. Archon is a 4-drop. I don't think anything else is higher than that. Alright, again, in the aggro matchup, whoops, trim down on the extra turn spells. Oath of Teferi was decent there, but it was a win more card. Not good against aggro. Still not sold on this Narset, but it's better than nothing. Search for Azcanta is slow, but I only have 2, so that should be fine. As great as the extra turn spells were, I think I trim them. Or do I trim Chandra? The part where it resolves doesn't matter. The board wipe part might not matter. You know, I'm gonna do it like this. Add an extra Nexus of Fate. I mean, this deck is called Jeskai Superfriends / Fires / Taking Turns. I'd feel bad if it was called Taking Turns with only 2 extra turn spells. I mean, it's only 3, but it's better than 2. Nope. God, nope. Sure, I guess. Play that on 1, which makes Glacial Fortresses come into play on tapped. 1, 2, 3, sure. I should also mention that I added a 27th land to this deck. I mean, it's fine now. I drew the other land. Unfortunately, that's a tap land. Ew. That's not good. Don't Thoughtseize me, opponent. Alright. Don't know if I'm going to have time to cycle this card. Oh, Shatter the Sky, you say? Yeah. I mean, the cycle is more for when I have Fires of Invention on the battlefield anyway, so I think I'm going to just play it out. It's a guaranteed tap land, whereas this is not. Great. It's a 3/4. Deafening Clarion doesn't do a thing. Alright. Don't Thoughtseize me. That's not a Thoughtseize. Agonizing Remorse. I'm aware. And it's black, not white. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, draw your cards. Do your thing. Whenever enchantment put in the graveyard, counter on a thing. Okay. That one's a pain in the butt with Deafening Clarion. Give her protection from red, and it doesn't do anything. But it's only that they're missing double white. I'm going to Karn here. Because it's mana efficient. It essentially draws 2 cards, sort of. And when I'm in this situation, even though Narset digs deeper, if I need lands, Narset doesn't get lands, whereas Karn does. So Karn is better in this situation. Even if these were the same mana cost, Karn would be the better option. There have been too many times where I needed a land, and I played Narset, minus her, and it's 4 lands. Oh, that's not good. Take Deafening Clarion. That's the worst card in my hand right now. Oh, you're hovering over it. Damn it. Man can hope. What's it gonna be, opponent? Attacking me? Alright. Was that good? Was that a good one? I feel like that was a good one. Yeah, neither one of those cards are Great. Do I Deafening Clarion to get 1-for-1? My opponent has 2 cards in hand. And I have another board wipe. I think I'm gonna just cast it for the 1-for-1. What could they have? Elspeth Conqueror's Death could be something that they have. That's a problem. Was that a good one? I feel like that was a good one. Okay. Let's see what she can come up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So extra turn doesn't do anything. Teferi bounce that doesn't do anything. Narset doesn't do anything either. Gains me life though. I'll take the Narset. Now, I may be in the minority on this, but I am not a fan of the Planeswalker rule change where you can have 2 of the same named Planeswalker. Obviously, you can't have duplicates of the same exact one, legend rule and all, but I'm not a fan of this. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, Teferi's decent. Take Baffling End. Now, how does Teferi work with Fires in Elspeth? Not Teferi in particular. Let's see. Let's go ahead and tick down on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll draw more lands. I'm just gonna... I have to pay 2. Okay. Got it. Let's bounce that, because it's a pain in the butt. And I can draw a card. Okay, opponent doesn't want to play anymore. I mean, they weren't in the best situation. I don't think they were quite dead. They might have been able to play it out, depending on what was in their hand. But, hey, a win's a win. And of course, we do need to win out in order to make the grand prize. But, I've definitely done it with, oh, excuse me, with this deck before. So how's everyone doing? Having a good time? Great. On the draw... yeah, okay. Hey, Ma, I got a 3 of a kind. With a Nexus kicker. Gonna mulligan this. This is not good in any matchup. Alright, this is fine. I think I'll bottom a land, just because Teferi draws me another card. And against an aggro matchup, these will be good. Let's see, I can play that on 1. Castle Ardenvale is not particularly good until the late game, so I'll bin that one. Basic Forest Pass. Bant. Okay. What kind of Bant deck are we talking about? Look, Ma, I got 2 pair. What on earth is that? They can get updream, draw a card if you control the creature with the crowd. Benefit otherwise, put a count on a creature. Makes your things bigger and you potentially draw a card. Cool. Let's bounce that.
Sorry I'm late.
Do not want you to have that. I love how Teferi early on is a pseudo take an extra turn. Because in situations like that, I just undid my opponent's turn and drew a card. That's part of the reason why Teferi is just ridiculous and should not have been printed. In this case, I'm glad it did. It was printed. I enjoy playing it. I hate playing against it. Opponent's having some interesting mana problems. Could it be a problem though with Castle? Okay, and you got a force. Does this only get force? No, it gets any basic, right? Okay. Interesting. Well, let's play this Fires and nothing else. Hello? Is anybody there? Okay. So you played a 6/6. I kind of want to play Teferi and bounce it. And then play Kenrith in attack. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I also draw a card this way. My opponent gets a ramp again, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Play the untapped land just because tapped lands and whatnot don't matter a whole lot. And I can cycle this if I want. But let's give this haste and draw a card. No, let's not draw a card yet. Just in case they have some sort of discard shenanigans. I doubt it, but technically this is the right way to do it. Ooh, I love that plains. That is beautiful. You know, funny enough, with this new set, this is the only set that I have ever seen where I was not prepared for it. Like, I totally forgot it was a thing. Whereas other sets, I would look at all the spoilers when they would come out, see what cards they were, build decks around certain cards if I wanted. This one, I just skipped spoiler season and it just released one day. And I was like, oh, really? Okay. That's just, unfortunately, the kind of state that Magic is in. I think it's getting better, though. Especially with Historic getting some amount of support. This turn is going to be ridiculous. Okay, so Chandra. Plus Chandra. Teferi. 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus Teferi. Sure. Kenrith attack. Opponent can put a counter on a Boreal Grazer or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll give it trample. Just because there's nothing I can do with that extra mana. I suppose I'm untapping 2 lands. Does that change anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, technically I could have gained 5 life, but I'd rather deal damage to my opponent than gain 5 life, especially when I'm at 20 and against no pressure. Man, this poor opponent had no idea they were going to play against a bunch of Superfriends and clones of Superfriends. Okay, opponent, I know you're in a tough spot here, but if we could speed things up a bit, that'd be very much appreciated. Alright, gonna play a big dude. That's fine. I'm just gonna bounce it with Karn's Temporal Sundering and take an extra turn with all my Planeswalkers. Oh, another Teferi, why not? Oh, another Karn's Temporal Sundering. Why not? Let's bounce that. My opponent is just actually dead. Take a second extra turn. Plus there. Oh, opponent, I wasn't done yet. Okay. Ashiok seems good against the Searcher deck opponent. With it being banned, they might have Uro, which is good against that. Did we see any white or blue cards? Not really, right? We just saw some ramp. I don't quite remember what I saw. But I don't think I want anything else. Narset doesn't seem good here. Again, I'm not completely sold on it. I replaced a third Karn with this Narset. Just because I wanted to give it a shot. The 2 life is relevant in like the mono red matchup and whatnot, though the rest of it's not that fantastic. Shape a Deafening Clarion. Honestly, I don't know what to do in this matchup. I feel like they're slow enough where I can capitalize on it. That being said, just a single Narset is not going to do it. That being said, a single Shatter the Sky is not going to do it. This hand is a million times better. Bottom Nexus, bottom of tap land. Although I suppose I'm playing tap land, go. I get a little punished if I draw exactly search for Azcanta. But even then, it's not so bad because I can go tap land, Glacial Fortress, search for Azcanta, then I have 2 draws for another untapped land for this Teferi. And it's not like I have to play Teferi on turn 3. It'd be optimal, but... Wait, I'm going first? Okay, if you insist. Want to draw that extra card. Fires is good. Hopefully I can draw another land for it. Okay. Opponent, I am so sorry.
This isn't a fight you can win. That's more like it.
Man, I kind of feel bad winning this way. I know, I technically haven't won yet, but come on. I have 4 lands, Teferi, and Fires of Invention. My opponent has 2 planes. They're a banned deck that relies heavily on green. Well, let's Teferi, Hero, Dominaria. Draw a card. Ashiok. Now if you have ramp, you can't use it. Oop, oop. It's over here now. What even happened? Okay. Untap that, sure. Yeah, opponent's just playing a basic deck, like a budget deck. Yeah. Those victories don't feel good, but on the bright side, that's extra coin for us. That's the thing when you play on the event as opposed to playing ranked. You get people of all different budget constrictions and play styles and whatnot. You don't get someone matched up with your skill level. Although I suppose that's not really... That's unfair. I didn't mean that. Not skill level, because for all I know, that player could have been just as good as me, if not better, but their deck was just not optimal. So I think I'm binning Sulfur Falls and Narset. I like playing Surge on for Azcanta on 2 because it just gives me so much card advantage. And having Shatter the Sky is good insulation against an aggro matchup. And I feel like if this were to be a control matchup, which Llanowar Elves, it is not. But if this was going to be a control matchup, this is a mulligan essentially. But in the long run, I'm very confident I could beat them. Well, my singleton Oath of Teferi is not going to be good in this spot right now. Well, next turn I can double Stone Rain if I want. If my opponent misses a land drop, I probably will. If not, I'm probably just going to slam Karn. Really depends on what they play here. Okay. 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 Oh. I don't want Teferi because I have Karn. Sorry, opponent. Oh, man. man, what was that? Quadruple? No, that was triple Stone Rain, right? Well, that's no good here. Alright, well, let's play Karn. Karn can take 2 points of damage, no problem. I'm just going to draw a card here. Is that a Chandra, you say? Well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, I can even play Chandra. Putting a counter on that is smart. I don't think I'm getting Chandra this turn. Those are 2 hits. Okay. Well, maybe that was bad. Maybe I should have Teferi tucked that. Karn -2 so I could block that. Because now Teferi dies no matter what I do. So I'm going to Narset here. Maybe I can find something good with her.
No, I have just the trick for this.
Well, I can play... Oh, Fires of Invention. Didn't see that one. I can play Little Teferi now, bounce something. I can bounce Paradise Druid. That'd be so good. But Fires is also good. I think it's correct to Stone Rain my opponent. They're missing land drops. One of my planeswalkers is gonna die regardless. Oh, that was the right play. My opponent has had enough. Alright, green-red aggro. Baffling End is good. Banishing Light, I guess, is good. Deafening Clarion. Cutting some of those. Oath of Teferi again is a win more card. Let's see. Chandra's not good enough. Too slow. Board wipe doesn't matter a whole lot. One more card. I really don't want to cut any more extra turn spells. Though it's probably the right thing to do. Narset is fine. Yeah, this is... You haven't seen anything yet. When this deck gets going, it really gets going. I think I took... There was one game yesterday that I had where I took so many turns in a row and I had a Chandra on the battlefield. My opponent had 25 life. And by the time I passed a turn, they had 25 Chandra emblems and they died immediately. I think we're going to cut a Banishing Light. I have enough stuff going on here. If I have too many removal and not enough payoffs, it's not good enough. Speaking of which, I can't keep this. This is better. Kenrith at Fires of Invention is really good, but I think that's the cut. Alright, should have cut a land. I say cut, should have put a land on the bottom. Okay. Well, good thing is, this Deafening Clarion is probably going to be good again. Make Deafening Clarion good again. Ugh. That is until my opponent plays a Questing Beast. Oh no, that's not a Questing Beast. Oh, don't put a counter on it. You punk. Oh, and I put a counter on that too. Okay. I'm in danger. Well, if I Deafening Clarion kills those 3, these survive. I have Baffling End, Banishing Light for them, but they hit me for 8? I still just have to play Deafening Clarion. Do I? Get rid of that. Or for this. Either one doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 6. Yeah, it's Deafening Clarion. It also gets rid of 2 of their lands, essentially. If I draw a second Baffling End, I might be in a decent spot here. Ugh. Oh, the second Fires of Invention is not what I needed. Battlefield or dies, that power greater. I'm gonna get Pelt Collector just because it has the potential to get bigger. Oh, right, I'm just dead. Yeah, whatever. I was thinking for some reason if they grab mana, it deals 2 damage to me, but that doesn't make any sense. Alright, better luck on the play. I still don't think I want any of these cards. Yep, let's run it back. This is surprisingly good. I really hope they print the other half of this cycle. I want my Naya land already. For those of you who are watching and do not know, the Naya colors are my absolute favorite. Come on, keep playing things. How greedy do I want to be? Not very. Take a 2 for 1. Get rid of a mana source for them. If they had the questing beast, which they probably do. Oh, fantastic. Then I get punished. Well, would have been better if that didn't come into play tapped, but that's fine. Alright, hit me, baby. Give me some sugar, baby. Oh, more creatures. Great. Well, that's Fires of Invention. I think just Kenrith. This doesn't deal damage to creatures, right? To each opponent, not any target. So yeah, I'm going to play Kenrith here as a blocker. Do I block, actually? Probably not. Well, if they attack with the Goblin, I'm not blocking that. They could have a Stomp for the Kenrith, and I really want it to survive. Because Kenrith, unchecked with Fires of Invention, can just run away with the game. Attacking with Pelt Collector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't play... Oh, that artifact card. What do they have? Well, I guess we'll find out. Lightning Strike. Dahmer's Ambush. Okay. And a second Pelt Collector. Is that good? I mean, they draw a card, so is it really that good? I think it's good enough. You know, play this to Teferi. Probably should have played that first, actually. Well, do I tuck that? No.
Hold that thought.
Alright, submit 0. There's no lands here, no lands here, right? Okay. So they actually have to find an untapped land to play the potential questing beast that they have. Yep, just like I suspected, and that's why I didn't tuck this Clothis, because then like the questing beast just kills my Teferi.
No more games.
At least this way I can draw into some outs. Second Teferi is fine. I'm definitely taking an extra turn with this Karn Temporal Sundering. Yeah, I'll bounce the Question Beast, even though it has haste. At least this way they actually have to cast it again. And I'll play Search for Azcanta. Is Karn good enough? No, I don't think it is. Well, neither is this Fires of Invention.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Eesh. How dead am I? Pretty dead.
Hurry!
Trust me, I'm a doctor. Okay, well, Narset can draw me into something good.
I know 88 ways to meditate and prepare.
Well, an extra turn spell is good, however, can't cast it this turn. One, two, three, four. Mm-hmm. So they attack me, I go to 1. They kill Narset? Or did they hit Teferi? I feel like killing Narset's better.
Now!
That's not good enough. Okay. I need a miracle here. Shatter the Sky is good. So I still need a way to deal with this Clothis.
Let's skip to the good part.
Alright, well, I'm going to take an extra turn. Bounce Clothis. And then none of my other cards do anything, so I'll Shatter now. Yep, that's not going to do it, so... Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for something that's not going to do it. Still going to cast it. Might as well scry now since I'm going to untap some lands. Neither one of those do anything. Alright, cross my fingers and toes. Yep. You're playing the thing that's going to kill me next turn. I didn't board out the other Narset, right? No, it's still in my deck. I can gain some life with that. Well, Baffling End's not doing it. Let's use Search first. Yeah, that deals non-land permanent. That deals with Clothis, so... Let's draw a card here, see what we get. Teferi. I can just bounce that with Teferi. Though I think I just want to Banishing Light it. Get it off the battlefield for good. That way if they play a regular creature that's not a haste threat, which... Let's face it. Actually, no.
I know my responsibility.
Do I minus? Well, my minus doesn't really matter, does it? If they have a haste threat, they have a haste threat. I'm dead.
Try this.
Oops. Well, missed some scries there because I didn't have a stop on my end step, but it's fine. Well, they have the Clothis. Okay. But only the Clothis. Interesting. Nexus of Fate will do. That buys me some time. So I'm going to go ahead and cast that first. Pro tip. It's better to cast Nexus before doing anything that draws you cards. Because you have an opportunity to draw that same exact one. Okay. So with the little Teferi, let's bounce Clothis, draw a card. None of those really do anything. Let's do Karn. Take up. the land to Teferi. So all those are done. So let's scry. Maybe I should have kept that land. That's fine. So graveyard that before I go into my main phase. Scry again. Kenrith is good. Kenrith will get the job done. Okay, so I don't care about the other Teferi, so I'm gonna... I was thinking about upticking Karn, but I think I might downtick just because, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kenrith can gain me life, so I'm going to continue to draw some cards. I was going to say, if they have 2 haste threats, they get me, but Kenrith can gain life at instant speed.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Are you telling me that I'm going to win this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't matter. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can draw a card, but I'm gonna wanna just gain a bunch of life. Yep, there's Clothis, sure. And let's gain some life here. Jesus Christ. Wow. That just goes to show the power of this deck. Well, that wasn't even like the worst that I've seen, or best. I don't know. But holy crap. I was dead on so many turns there. But being able to take extra turns and fetch for cards with my Planeswalkers just puts this deck over the top. Alright. What do we got going on here? I get to play first, which is fantastic. On the draw, I'd probably mulligan this. On the play, Shatter the Sky is good against aggro decks, so I'll keep. Opponent mulliganed. That's good. Lightning Bolt Sleeves. That's a little scary. If it's mono red, I might be in trouble. If it's any other aggressive deck, I might be fine. What is this? Mardu, you say? Well, Mardu seems pretty slow. Turn 1, tap land. Turn 2, land, go. Seems suspicious. Oh, it's a token deck. Well, interesting. I think I'm still gonna jam Karn this turn, though. What is that? Well, that's petrifying. Though it's a lot of mana. Are there any good reanimate spells in this format? I don't know, but I'm just going to jam Karn here. I mean, if it wasn't for these tokens, I could curve out pretty good. Karn, Teferi, Temporal Sundering, Nexus of Fate. Though with them on the battlefield, well, I might be able to get away with it. Both Karn and Teferi will be at very decent loyalty points.
It is best if you stop.
It is best if you stop. No, Karn, I don't think they're gonna stop. Man, so many tap lands. And with these two right here, I don't think it's an aggro deck. Seems more like some sort of combo deck.
Are you certain of your decision?
Deal. I'll take both of those cards. Okay. They play another Raise the Alarm. That's 4 points. It's not enough to kill Teferi. So I'm going to play Teferi plus cross my fingers. Of course, if they have something that creates 3 tokens, or on the next turn pumps these tokens, which I'm sure they do now that I think about it.
Hold that thought.
Fires of Invention. Great. Just a thrill possibility, and what is that? So this is definitely some sort of reanimate deck. Power toughness equal number of creatures you control. When attacks, create a number of white tokens.
I'm getting too old for this.
Well, I'm just about to go off and take all of the turns. Well, Teferi's still alive. So that's good. I don't know if my opponent is going to have another turn. Becomes target of a spell. Deals 2 damage to me. Oop. I think I'd rather just outright kill a token and take an extra turn.
No time for a break.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
How many cards do I have left? 40? Sure. Is that a good one? Alright, let's take 2 more turns here. Oh yeah. Wonder when my opponent's just gonna concede.
Let's skip to the good part.
Nexus. Damn. Nexus.
Serious choice.
No, but that's 2 hits. Draw a card. Draw another card. Oath of Teferi. Man, what are you doing here? This game is over. Nexus of Fate, what are you doing here? Okay, hold up. Hold up. So first we're gonna Nexus. Take another turn. Then we'll activate Karn. That way if we hit the Nexus, it's even better. Aw, opponent, I wasn't done playing with my food yet. I was gonna Oath of Teferi, blink my Fires of Invention, and then wipe the board, activate my Planeswalkers again. Come on. Alright. Deafening Clarion seems good against the token deck. Ashiok seems good against the Graveyard Reanimate ? Deck. The others don't seem particularly good. I think I'll go 2 Nexus, 2 Temporal, Sundering, keep the Oath of Teferi, just because I haven't really showcased how good of a card it is. So far, I've been cutting it like every match, because it's a win more card in the aggro matchups, which is, of course, a lot of what I've been playing against. But against everything else, it's just a good card. Okay, anytime, opponent. I'm awfully curious to see what this deck is all about. Of course, I don't want it to get to the point where they're so far ahead that I can't come back. That's no fun. Not for me, at least. Alright. Let's try this again. I feel good. I'm up a game. This deck is awesome. Right up my alley. This hand is garbage. This hand is also garbage. Let's keep it. Going to 5 is such a bummer. If it wasn't for the search of Azcanta, I might not have kept this hand. But then again, now that I think about it, they are playing a pretty slow deck. Though I really need to hit some lands here. Alright, they are a token deck, but I just haven't seen any payoffs yet. Even the cards, the big cards that I saw in the graveyard, really don't synergize a whole lot with tokens. Deafening Clarion. Nope. It's a land, though. But I think I have to bin it. Ah, Oath of Teferi. I was just saying good things about you. I can Teferi, bounce a token to kill it, draw a card, then they immediately kill my Teferi. I can play Narset, dig deeper. Well, this is that situation I was talking about earlier where I need lands, so I'm not going to play Narset. Instead, I will play Teferi. I'm going to bounce a token, basically a removal spell, gain a life, draw a card. And I'm fine with that. And look, I drew the land. Unfortunately, it's a tap land when I have this Fires of Invention, but, you know, that's just the way it is. That's magic for you.
Now what?
I don't want a second tap land, though. Yeah, I'll do that. Unfortunately, this Narset is about to die, but with the Fires of Invention in 5 lands, I can cast most anything in my deck. Of course, I get the one card that I can't cast right now, but that's just the way it is. Okay. Well, I have 2 looks at a board wipe. Not like I need it right away, but I prefer to have it right away. Really? You're gonna let my Narset live just because of 1 point of damage? Okay. Alright. So I can Oath of Teferi, bounce Narset. Well, it's not really... Well, blink Narset. I won't get her until the next turn, however. I can Teferi plus try to find a board wipe. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I blink Narset and she goes back to 5, does my opponent attack her or do they attack me? Actually, I can do both. I can do Oath of Teferi and Teferi. Now that I think about it. Make them choose between which Planeswalker or just go right to my face.
I keep up the pace.
That being said, I probably should have played Teferi first. Yep, there we go. Drew the board wipe. Should have played Teferi first.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, I'm in a decent spot here. What the hell is that? Whenever a non-human you control attacks, so the top 6 cards of your library, put a human from among them in the battlefield. Tapped and attacking, gains indestructible. Oh, geez, what is that? Oh, well. Okay. Well, then. I shouldn't have played Oath of Teferi first. Oh, man. I think I'm happy with the way I sideboarded there. That's fine. Are you really sideboarding, opponent? I mean, what could you have that's better on the draw against me than the play? Taking their sweet, sweet time here, unless if I'm disconnected. Doesn't look like I'm disconnected. There we go. I would love to play first. Oh, this hand is garbage. This hand is also garbage. Let's keep it. I think I'm going to bottom Teferi here. I want to hit my land drops. This Narset doesn't help. And Kenrith in this matchup just seems better than Teferi. Very interesting deck the opponent is playing. I like it. Oh, is that a good one? I mean, sort of good. Is it a good one? Now that I think about it, it's not a reanimate deck. It's a I'm gonna attack you and ruin your day kind of deck. So Ashiok is probably not good here. I have plenty of lands now, so let's activate Narset, see what I can get. All of these are good. Shatter the Sky is probably better. Deafening Clarion can give my Kenrith lifelink. However, the way we lost last game, it's not going to come down to 5 points of damage. Oh, I love that art. Holy moly. Oh, I love the art on both of these. I need to get that. Okay. Well, I don't want to shatter right now. Oh, wait. What's the CMC of that other card? It's like 4. They could potentially play it next turn. Yeah. I'm just going to wipe the board now. And they probably have, like, raise the alarm. That's fine. Yep. That's fine because these are humans, and the card said non-humans triggers it. Aha! Whenever you're a non-human creature you control attack. Wait, what? Oh, there's soldiers and not humans? That's so stupid. Oh, and they stay on the battlefield? What deck is this? Oh my gosh. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. So I can block there, take 4. Well, if I didn't do that, they would have got 2 more triggers and probably killed me. Holy crap. You may put a human from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Gains indestructible. Put the rest on the bottom. So Teferi doesn't do anything. Ashiok doesn't do anything. The only thing I have is Kenrith. Cross my fingers that they brick. This deck is sweet. The mana base could use a little bit of work, but I'm going to have to remember this and build a version of it, because this is sweet. I'm about to not go... I'm not about to not get the 5 victory points, but that's fine. As long as I lose to something like this, where it's something just super sweet, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, well, now I'm just dead. God's willing, really? Is this like a feather deck? No, impossible. Alright, what else do we got? Let's see what you can kill me with, opponent. Oh my god. Block. I guess. See, the 5 points didn't matter. Well. That's unfortunate. Well, I'm still up 500 gold, and I got 3 cards. All of them new, one of which is a rare. And I got a pack. Oh, 2 packs. War of the Spar. It's going to be 20 gems, because I already have all the set, except for a few mythics. And this is going to be that. That's actually not bad and limited. Alright, well, that's the deck. I think I'm going to play it again. Just because I love it so much. And I didn't quite get to demonstrate the true power behind it. Didn't see Narset at all that game, but I kind of think I want the 3rd Karn anyway. I don't know. That's something to think about. But you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go again. Because this deck is sweet.